All right, since we're talking about fantasies and stuff like that, the news came out the other day with Aang's journey, to Avatar. We got season 2 and season 3, which from what I read is that's it.
I
They're gonna put
told
all
you.
3 seasons.
Mhm.
I don't know how
I
people are gonna like
called it specifically like this, and how they're going to do it. And see, I told you, season 3 will be all the Fire Nation. That's exactly what
That's how the book is. That's how the book, the
Yeah.
cartoon is. But
but they have Toph, and they'll have the Earth
Yeah.
Nation. It'll be Bossing Say, and
I don't know. By my prediction, by the end of season 2, you're gonna have a big drop off, and you're gonna have a lot of people upset because by season 2, you have so much stuff, and you're gonna put in, even if they put 10 episodes in, like you already changed a lot of the stuff, and you're gonna. I don't know. I can see by season 2, but at least I'm happy that they're at least telling the entire story. They're at least telling the entire story.
The reason why I disagree is because I think what's going to happen is people are going to fall in love with season 2 because not everyone watched the animated series.
No, yeah,
that's the biggest thing. Not everyone watched that, so that if it'll be people that like Harry Potter, perfect example. People love the books. There are people that love the books that hate the movies. But there's going to be people that that like the animated series. There's going to be people that like this live action series, and they're going to get a follow. They're going to get a following. So I don't think people are going to hate 2. I think 3 might be not enough for entire season. If that makes sense. So like they might just stop even before like Fire Nation. They might start 3 still in the Earth Kingdom because there's not enough story in season 3 for all of it. So that's.
But again, like you're gonna put the end of season 2 and all of season book 3 from the animated stuff into season 3, and that's such a weird because there's a big time skip in the show. So I don't know how they're gonna do it. I think they're gonna obviously change a lot more than what we already got changed from the first one, which I didn't really hate the changes. I just hate that everything was rushed.
My biggest like the biggest problem I had with season 1 was, like we touched on, like Aang not learning water bending. It was kind of like by the time it ended, it's like it was like, what's the point, But excuse me, but it is an opportunity.
Yeah. Well, real quick, even the symbols is air, earth, fire. So there's no water like in here. So yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting.
Oh no, you're fine. Hopefully they can, kind of correct some of the trip ups they made with this first season. But overall, I was fine with it. Like I said, I didn't go in expecting a carbon copy of the animated series. If I wanted that, I would just go watch the series. But I think it treated it with enough respect, while being its own separate thing. It could have treated it with a little bit more respect, but it treated it with enough. It wasn't, it wasn't like it was a Night Shyamalan. But
I have to agree with you, but I think the biggest thing is if Aang learned how to waterbend in this first season, I would have, and they didn't go into the tunnels, I would have very little complaint about season 1. I feel like anything that they adjusted, I could deal with. I think those are the only 2 big problems I had. Aang not learning how to waterbend, at least trying to waterbend and figure it out, and the Katara becoming the master, and then knowing that in 2 they're going to continue the waterbending along with learn how to earthbend with Toph. I thought that's how they should have done it. And if they would have did that and not gone to the tunnels, I think I would have been fine with it. I literally don't think that I had these huge hiccups about it. It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, I know, like, I had to cut just for anybody, like, some behind the scenes stuff. If you want to watch our full unedited rant, 50 freaking minutes, of us like going back and forth with this, check out our last last few, I don't know. Check out one of our last live shows, because Jesus. But Yeah, I mean, like I know we went on for a long time, but ultimately it was fine. I didn't hate the show, and I think it was coming off that I hated the
I
show.
couldn't tell.
Yeah,
I could not
Mhm.
tell.
but it's okay. It's okay. Like it was okay. Like I'm pretty excited though that we are gonna get the full story. You know, I
Yeah.
am. Like,
Mhm.
that's the best part of it. It was like okay, at least they have enough confidence that we're like, all right, we're gonna give you all the money, tell the full story, 3 seasons done. And they don't have to worry about like a Stranger Things thing, where like, oh, now we have to wait, or we're gonna do this and money. It's like you can film 2 and
They're
3
gonna
together
film
back to
2 and
back and be
3
done.
exactly, and,
Yeah.
and we're not gonna have this huge problem with Aang being a grown-ass man,
Turn
by the
20.
time
Yeah.
3, being
Mhm.
50, 25 years old with a kid of his own. We ain't gotta worry
Yeah.
about that. He
Mhm.
still be, relatively young, so he'll be,
Shaving his head and his beard.
exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's and Aang
I'm
will be
I'm
under 16. That's great if we
mhm.
get to 3 and they're still under
Yeah.
16.
Yeah. And but
Yeah.
from what I read, that this is gonna be it. This is like concludes his whole story.
I'm curious to see who they get for Toph, just because Toph was
Yeah.
always one of my favorite Avatar: The Last Airbender characters.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see, you know, who they get to play her and how she's portrayed. Like I said, I think um, my favorite actors, my favorite characters on the show. Like I thought Zuko and Sokka were like the MVPs of the show. I thought they were both incredible.
I could have also done in this first season without Azula. But I'll
Yeah,
be
they could.
more okay with having Azula
Oh
there
god.
if
Yeah.
Aang
Mm,
at least had learned how to water bend and we didn't go to the tunnels.
mhm.
I could deal with Azula if I didn't have that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they could have
Yeah.
held off on Azula for sure.
Don't like the
Well,
one is actually air instead of one should be water. But they didn't do
Mhm.
anything with water. So like I understand why it's not.
they ain't doing it.
They didn't do not
Mhm.
one thing with
Yeah.
water. I thought that was the wrong way to do it, but
Mm,
I'm
yeah.
not the showrunner. It's not me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, we'll see because the creators are gone, and now we're gonna start a new season or the last 2 seasons without them. So we'll see if the new showrunners, keep it true, or do they think they know better? Like, oh, I could tell the story better, which happens sometimes.
Um, yeah, I sure hope not. Like I said, I know I'm picking on M Night Shyamalan at this point, but he thought he knew more
Yep.
than the creators, and that was a thing where he that was one of the biggest sins of many that he committed. He thought he knew more than the creators.
But cool. Yeah, thanks for everyone coming in, checking out our comments on this one. But yeah, leave a comment, let us know what you think about Netflix giving Avatar season 2 and a season 3. Do you think it's gonna end the whole story just like the animated series at the end of 3 books, or 3 seasons? But leave a comment, let us know what you think. Hit that like button as well, hit that subscribe button. Come check us out every Monday and Thursday, talk movies, news, rumors, reviews, all that fun stuff. So come in and hang out with us. We appreciate you guys
Mhm.
on the replay gang. But if you're watching live, stick around because we're going to talk about our next topic.